Boxing King Media in association with BOXXER. Savage Dan. The fans are always wondering, why is this guy called Savage? Why are you so savage?
Bro, I'm not savage anymore. But do you know what it is? I'm a bit outrageous. Got a big right hand. You know, happens. Savage is the name. It was given to me. I didn't choose it. The name chose me.
Right, that's a new one. So the name chose you, man. Sweet. Let's move on to Saturday night. A big show for Sky Boxer. 3 solid fights and 3, at least 2 of them are 50-50.
Yeah.
I mean, which one are you most excited about?
I mean, it's hard not to be excited about the top of the bill because it potentially sets up a super fight, the biggest fight in women's boxing for me in Savannah Marshall and Claressa Shields. So it's hard for everyone, including Savannah and us and me, to not overlook Femke. But you know, if Savannah does what she's capable of doing and beats her in good fashion with Claressa ringside, big statement. But obviously you look down the card as well, and then you've got FLORIAN MARKU against Chris Jenkins. That's a huge fight. That's a great fight as well. Great fight.
Were you surprised that there was no needle today? I think Chris is quite clever with, well, to be fair to him, I spoke to him and he said that's just how he is. He's quite a nice bloke. So Florian couldn't really react to that.
Yeah, you know what? I can't work out if Florian wants the needle or if it's always just been that somebody said something that's annoyed him, and then from that moment there is needle. Either way, it doesn't really matter. You know, they all end up fighting each other anyways. It's a bit more entertaining for us sometimes when there is a bit of needle. But I like the fact that they're being quite respectful, and you know, like when it's all said and done, they're both good fighters. They're both got to fight each other regardless of what gets said in a press conference or at a weigh-in or whatever it is. So I like that there's respect for now, because either way, when they get in the ring, they're going to be punching each other's heads in.
They sure are, man. So, you know, just your role at a boxer, you know, people see you on the podcast, you know, see you talking at the presses. Which part of your role do you enjoy the most?
You know what? It's hard to say because my role almost doesn't exist in boxing. It's a bit of a hybrid role. I like it. I like being on the podcast, having my podcast, being able to speak my true opinion, but I try my hardest to do it in these kind of environments as well. You know, more than anything, I'm a boxing fan, so I'm happy to be a part of it. I'll be honest, I don't mind doing the press conference stuff and asking stuff, but it does require more research and better time, and you become a bit of a presenter essentially. So I don't mind it, but it's good when it was like today's, where it was quite conversational and it's quite laid back, and I think fighters enjoy it as well when, you know, it's not always, you know, big outlet, massive, give the correct questions and the correct answers. Otherwise you hear the same thing over and over again. Sometimes it's good and healthy to just sit down, have a chat with these boxers, see where they're at, see how they feel, see what they want from their future, and sometimes it comes across better that way.
Well, I'm going to test how savage you are. So the fact that the biggest 50-50 in the card is the FLORIAN MARKU Chris Jenkins one. Give me a prediction straight up.
I'm going to go FLORIAN points. Yeah, I think FLORIAN points. Julius Ndongo was a good fight for Chris Jenkins, but as he's just said to me over there, it's not a FLORIAN MARKU. Julius Ndongo is past it. And isn't what he once was. Even though he's always dangerous, he isn't what he once was. You're fighting a live fighter when you fight Florian. So I'm expecting it to be close. I think there'll be a row here and there because Florian does like to fight and mix it up when he can. So I think there'll be a bit of a row, but I do expect Florian to win on points.
Thank you for that. And what about Zach Chelli? Because on paper, he's in a 50-50.
Mate, this paper keeps changing. Yeah, the piece of paper that Zach Chelli keeps fighting keeps changing every time. He got. Sorry, there's a bit of someone being a nuisance behind you. No matter who Zach faces, I expect him to win. He's phenomenal, man. He's got such a good engine. He's always fit. A very well-rounded person as well as anything else. I think he's been unlucky with a couple of decisions he's had. I think, you know, he could very easily be an unbeaten, just a complete winning fighter. But he's got a loss and a draw in there that he probably shouldn't. So I expect him to not walk through his opponent and batter them, but I expect him to win comfortably. Well,
Savage, I hate calling you Savage, I should call you Dan, shouldn't I? Dan, Thank you for your time, man, and look, see you Saturday night. Should be an interesting card.
Good. See you later. Thank you.